Maybe this will refresh your memory.
I don't know, it's still kind of hazy.
How about this?
Yeah, I remember him. I used to see him around. Why do you want to know?
I can't tell you that.
Well, maybe this'll help.
I really don't think I should.
Yeah, you still don't think so?
All right, his name is Nordberg.
Maybe this'll help.
I still don't think I should tell you.
Can you spot me at 20? How about now?
All right, I'm going down to Ludwig's office. I'll find out if you're telling the truth.
How many of you feel like that introduction is how you should be trading this market? So I know tariffs are going to be the talk for a long time, but I would caution you against thinking that you need to understand how tariffs affect the economy and the stock market. That is not going to be required here. If you watched my last episode, I talked exactly about how we were likely going to get a pullback around the 200 daily moving average and continue to make higher lows and higher highs here. And this is the typical reaction of what you expect when you're coming from a correction into a resistance, especially one as important as a 200 daily moving average here after we broke down below it. So keep that in mind. I drew this in the last episode way before we had any news and way before we saw the price action occurring because I knew this was a very high likelihood probability. So you can go watch the last video and you can see I drew this before it happened as a high probability scenario. Even though it doesn't guarantee it has to happen the way I'm drawing it, I want to remind you this is still likely going to be a higher low as we continue to push higher. Now keep in mind, I have low risk entries from previous lows here, so I am not worried about losing money because I already have my risk managed. If you are in a situation where you are just now buying and you are buying up here, you need to be very cautious here because there is still the possibility of that bear scenario where we are going to come down and break below the lows. But because I have a low risk entry, I am not worried about this scenario because it's so easy to manage risk from here that I would much rather not miss out on the upside because I still think the highest probability is this. So I am thinking this will end up being a bear trap. I think everybody falling for the fact that the market's going to sell off because of the tariff news could have a very bad time if I'm correct about this higher low and bouncing off of the support right here at SPY 564. So I'm going to make this extremely simple for you. If you are bullish, you are looking to stay bullish above SPY 564. If we start breaking down below 564, you will want to get a lot more cautious quickly because if we continue lower from there, you will not want to continue to hold in a falling knife scenario. So keep that in mind. SPY 564 is a very critical support if you are going to play this trade where we're bouncing off of a higher low and continuing the bull trend off of the bottom. If you don't believe that's a bottom and you want to continue to short, that's completely fine. You have a very easy pivot here and you just need to cover if we start breaking out above 577. So there's nothing wrong if you want to be bearish. This is your time to be bearish because if we continue lower, you have a great low risk, high reward trade here. But if you are wrong, you need to realize your losses. If we start to turn the corner and break this high, do not stay short because that is an incredibly bullish setup. So if you want to wait and see, you are waiting to see if we bounce here and break to a higher high for the bull scenario. And if you want to wait and see for the bear scenario, we just need to continue lower and break support at 564. How you want to play it is completely up to you. I think the highest probability chance is we're still going higher. So I'm going to draw that right here on the chart and then we'll check back in a couple of days or weeks and see if it worked out. 564 is your critical support. Your critical resistance is up there at 577. On the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs, we were down 1.84% today, and very similar story. If you go back to my last video, I drew this out that we would likely get a rejection here and then continue higher with a higher low, so you can go check that out. So I am suggesting to stay bullish in the NASDAQ 100 above 483, or you can even give yourself room all the way down to 473. If you are looking to buy dips and you don't mind being wrong if we break support, you are looking to buy anywhere between 483 and 473. If this works out, that is a high enough reward to be worth the risk. If you want to be bearish, you are doing the pivot below the 200 daily moving average resistance at 495, meaning if we break 495, you need to close your short positions. Otherwise, you're going to continue to lose a lot of money as the bulls continue to take over control. But if you want to stay bearish, now's your chance to do it because if we are indeed going lower from this pivot, this is still a low risk opportunity to go short. However, it is also, I think, the lowest probability. So keep that in mind. You have the critical support right there at 483 and the critical resistance at 494. And then quickly on Bitcoin, same exact story. I suggest staying long above 84,000. We did get the bull breakout of the higher low, higher high. However, we also do have the resistance right here at 90,000. So if you were bearish on Bitcoin, I could see you wanting to take this low risk short. However, again, I do think that could be the lowest probability chance as we're turning the corner and looking bullish above 84,000. So above 84,000 in Bitcoin, I prefer to stay bullish and then only getting bearish if we can't hold support. So keep that in mind. I think the highest probability chances we're still going higher. I think there's a good chance this will end up being a bear trap, not because bears won't make money if we go lower, but because I think longer term we're going higher and we're not going into a bear market. So keep in mind when I'm saying bear trapped, it doesn't have to be as early as tomorrow. I think as we go through the next month or two, we are going to be at significantly higher prices, and anybody thinking otherwise is going to miss out and or lose money trying to short it. We'll see if I'm right. Like I always tell you, move like water. I don't need to be right. If I'm wrong, I'll move like water and adjust accordingly, because risk is always managed, and managing risk is the number one thing you need to do as a trader so that you'll continue to be profitable over time, because over time you will be right more than you're wrong. And when you're wrong, you just need to make sure you don't lose more money than the times that you're right. And that is the secret to being a disciplined and profitable trader. If you want to come trade with me, the best way to do that is TSC Trade Alerts, where you get all of my buy and sell alerts for the exact percent allocations I am taking for the TQQQ and SQQQ. You can find out how to join TSC Trade Alerts by clicking on the link in the description of this video. So thank you for watching, everybody. Now go crush this market.